Hey up everyone, Magpie Gaming here. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video we've got two subjects to go through. We've had a questions and answers session with Pete Hines at Bethesda Softworks, and we've also got a report that's appeared in the Verge which says that AMD are in no way blocking the inclusion of DLSS support in Starfield. But first off, we'll go through the questions and answers session with Pete Hines, who is the Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Communication at Bethesda Softworks. I'm not really sure on what forum this questions and answers session took place. I don't know if he'd just done an interview with a publication, or it was maybe something that appeared on Reddit. I'm not too sure, but I've seen lots of people sort of copying his answers down and posting them in groups, so I'm just going to go through some of the things that he said. So first off, he said that there is no level cap, he thinks, within the game. He's been playing and hasn't found it yet, so that's an interesting thing to note. He says that there will be lots of mod support post-launch, and indeed he confirmed modders can create entire planets in the game. He says there is a mission board where you'll be able to accept contracts, basically like side quests, for example, such as mining a resource and taking it to someone, or building an outpost, etc. You all kind of know the drill with things like that. You can craft items and spacesuits with unique effects. You can loot spacesuits, helmets and other things from enemies. He said the game starts slow but then opens up, and he said after around 150 hours he is nowhere near 100%ing the game. He said there are an enormous amount of creatures. He has no idea how many to be exact. He said ships have tier levels and require certain skills to pilot them. He said there will be plenty of Easter eggs in the game. Game Plus will be present in the game, but he hasn't confirmed what will be carried over. Now, I actually had to look into this Game Plus. I wasn't really sure what it was, but basically what Game Plus is, once you've finished with one character and you've got it to a certain level, you'll be able to start another character, and certain traits of that first character you'll be able to apply to the new one. So maybe if you've leveled up some skills, mastering, things like that, you might be able to move those over so that you don't have to do that part of the game again. I think it's a good idea. Obviously some people won't like that. They will want to start with a flat character, and I think you'll be able to do that as well. But if you want to move over some of the things that you've already accomplished into your new character, you will be able to do that. And he also said that everybody who he knows that's played on the PC has reported having smooth gameplay performance from the game, but I'll wait and see on that one when I get my hands on it on the PC. So next up we have this report that's appeared in the Verge, and basically AMD have announced that there is nothing stopping Bethesda adding DLSS support into Starfield. Speaking with The Verge, AMD's gaming chief Frank Azor says that whilst he can't discuss the details of the exclusivity rights they have with Bethesda for Starfield, he can confirm that they are in no way blocking the inclusion of DLSS in the game. Frank does admit that when they do partner with a developer on a game, they do expect them to prioritise AMD features, and money changes hands to make this happen, and they will ask them to bundle FSR as a priority. But he goes on to say that this is generally a request and not a demand, and if a developer wants to include DLSS, they won't stop them. One of the big reasons for the inclusion of SFR is for the console version of the game, as both the Series X and X have S and X, not X and X. Both the Series S and X have AMD GPUs, and having SFR in will be one way to boost overall visuals and performance in the game. So is the exclusivity a timed thing or permanent? Azor wouldn't be drawn on that, but he did reiterate that if Bethesda wants to add DLSS, then they have their full support. The Verge has apparently reached out to Bethesda for comment, but at the time of me doing this video, nobody had replied to them. So it'll be interesting to see if Bethesda don't just quietly add DLSS support into the game, as it's a much requested feature by Nvidia users who will be playing the game. Of course, I've reported on how the mod community are looking to add DLSS into the game for us, and whilst it will be a welcome addition, some mods are going to be locked behind paywalls and DRM, and ultimately modding in support will never beat native baked in support from the devs themselves. But we'll have to wait and see. It seems to be a bone of contention, DLSS support in the game, and every time I'm looking at new news stories for the game, there's always something that's including DLSS, and this is the latest one. So basically it's down to Bethesda whether they want to add it in or not. So like I say, we could load up the game on the 1st of September or the 6th if you wait until then to play, and DLSS support could be in there, or they may not put it in. It could be too late to get it in properly now. We will just have to wait and see. But let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these subjects. Obviously this Q&A was a very quick one, and the answers were a bit ragged. There wasn't a lot of sort of great facts in them. Him not knowing if there's a level cap is a bit of a worrying one, since he's head of marketing. He's going to be marketing this game. He should be able to answer questions like that a little bit more clearly, but that's just my take on things. Let me know down below what you think, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, thanks very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.